easy mid-layer, half button, pullover thing. I think this would be great for hiking, camping, looking cute, wearing it all the time around the house. And so that's what we're gonna do. This is the Fougere pattern by Liz Mack. And it's really cute. It's got like some nice vintage inspired details. So that is what we're going to do today. I asked all of you on Instagram which color combo you liked. I gave you some options. These were the results of that poll. And so this is the one I'm gonna go with, which was actually my favorite anyways. So thanks everyone. This sweater isn't gonna make itself. So let's go. Let there be light. Let's get you in place.
As I cut out my fabric, let me tell you about the sponsor for today's video, LDH Scissors. Today I'm using their Midnight Shears, as you can see here, as well as their Midnight Rotary Cutter, one of my favorite tools. And LDH is one of my favorite scissor companies for good reason. Their shears are high quality, long lasting, and handcrafted. Their tools are good for all kinds of crafts, and it's always a pleasure to work with them as they're an immigrant, female, and family owned company. I really only share things with you guys that I truly believe in, so if you want to get your own pair of shears, thread snips, or rotary cutters, please use the link in my bio to get 10% off when using the code STEPH. And thank you so much again to LDH for sponsoring this video.
I did a little bit of assembling last night just because I wanted to figure out what order of events I wanted to use, because the original pattern calls for finishing the seams like with a serger, and I knew I wanted to do some like bias binding on the inside. This is a Sherpa material I got from a sweater I was gonna donate anyways, but it was so thin and I knew that like wearing it, the breeze would hit here and then I would just like headlights. So I lined that with this thrifted flannel, and then I was just trying to figure out how I wanted to encase my seams. So as you can see here, I have this pinned from last night, and then I'm going to top stitch on the button placket. I think it looks super cute. As you can see here, this is what the inside of that looked like before I finished any of those seams. Now let me show you how I did it. Hello, it is a new day, and this is where we landed. I went out of town for the weekend, so I put my project on hold, but here we are. This is what it's looking like for the top. Okay, next step, we attach the bottom parts.
That also makes sense.
I went apple picking the other week and had a ton of apples, so I made these little apple hand pies and they're so good. Okay, so I lined the front part with flannel so that it would be warmer, just because this material is very breezy, like it's kind of holey. And right next to the fleece, I didn't want to like have my core, the front and the back, cold. The way I did it here was kind of complicated because of the way it was all pieced together. Not super happy with how it looks, but it is what it is. It's done and it's the inside, you know, it's okay. I want this to be something that's actually warm. For the back, I'm gonna do it a little bit differently, and I'm gonna cut out this pattern piece in my flannel lining. I'm gonna attach it up here and then just flip it down, like grade some of this off and then flip it down, since all of these side seams, bottom seams will be encased anyways. It is the next day. Please do not mind my hair. We're gonna pretend like it doesn't look like this. It's fine. Let's get back to the construction. Here's where we landed yesterday. I've got the lining and my tag in there, and this is the outside. And what I did, and what I would recommend to you if you plan on lining something like this that has a yoke, would just be to attach everything all at once, like kind of sandwiched. So you basically like have the front and the lining and then the top sandwiched in between. As you can see, I serged the edges, like, you know, like wow. So another modification I did to the pattern, see how this has like a bottom panel, this brown? I wanted to continue that to the back. So, and it wasn't originally in the pattern, so what I did was took that amount of fabric away from this middle part and then cut another of the brown in the same size. And this is already in two, so I don't have to finish this edge. What I'm gonna do is, so I wanna make sure that the right side of the fleece, like the more textured side or whatever side you want to be on the outside, is right sides together with the front. I'm gonna do this. And then once this is all lined up, and I'm gonna take the bottom, this part, we're just kind of like roll up top like this. And we're gonna line this up, and since the sides are still open, we'll sew this together, and then we'll flip it inside out, and then it'll be all one piece with the seams enclosed. So I'm gonna sew this and serge the edges as well. So I've got it turned out, and I'm just checking to make sure my seams look straight, everything is laying flat and nice, and it is. So I'm gonna actually turn it back out so that I can finish the seam with my serger. I have to be honest about something. Sewing with fleece, kind of difficult. My stitching and my seams and just the overall construction have been less than perfect, which is fine. Like, I don't think you can tell a ton, but to me, it's definitely been something I'm like, "Arr." So I'm looking forward to working with it next time because I feel like I've learned a lot. But this is a heads up. Sewing with fleece, kind of wild. So I did some snap tests because I got a set of like these plastic snaps. And so I wanted to do a quick snap test to see if I wanted to do metal or plastic. So I went ahead and did a test, and I did a plastic one and it broke. So I was like, let me do another plastic one, and it broke. So the metal one is holding up just fine. So I think that we're gonna go with the metal one. And I think it's just because this is like 2 layers of fleece on each side, and it's a little bit thick for these plastic ones because I did a plastic one on it's like single layers of fleece, and it has been fine. So I'm just gonna go with metal. These were just my practice colors because I didn't want to waste colors that I knew I would like, so hence the purple. Sorry, purple. I just tried it on and it's looking really good. I have some raw seams inside that I need to encase. I decided not to do the long seam on the inside of the sleeve for now, just because I wanted to keep the sleeve nice and like light. Plus, like, fleece doesn't technically fray. This is the inside front, and then this is the back inside. I'm gonna work on the arm side seam, as well as this little exposed bit right here. And then I'll be done.